Hey everyone, welcome back to AI Master Akshay. Today, we're going to dive into something I think is really cool. Building a powerful AI assistant that knows your specific custom data. So have you ever wished your AI assistant actually knew about your business or could understand your documents or your website? You know, the big problem with standard tools like ChatGPT is that, yeah, they know a ton about the world, but they know absolutely nothing about your world. Let's just break this down for a second. On one hand, you've got your general AI. It runs on public information. But on the other hand, your custom bot can be trained on your specific website. A general AI can't just read through all your private files, but your bot can. I mean, think about a huge news website like ndtv.com. It has thousands and thousands of pages. You could never just copy-paste all of that into a normal AI. You'd hit the data limits in like a second. They just aren't built for that kind of deep, specific knowledge.
And that is exactly where our solution for today comes in, a platform called BotPress. It is built specifically to solve this exact problem, letting you create these specialized AI assistants that are trained on your own unique knowledge base. And as you're about to see, it's actually surprisingly easy to get going.
So enough talk, let's get our hands dirty. We are going to build our very first bot from the ground up, right now, just to see how this thing works in the real world. Okay, so the setup process is way more straightforward than you might think. First, we just create a new bot. Easy enough. Then, we add this thing called a raw input card. Just think of that as the chat window where a person types their questions. Step 3 is the crucial one. We check Enable Knowledge Answering, which basically gives the bot permission to use its memory. And finally, we create the knowledge base itself. This is going to be our bot's custom brain. Now, to give our bot its very first memory, we're feeding it this completely random, kind of weird sentence. Joanne's music was given by Harry's father, who is a very nice person. His favorite fruit is watermelon. The whole point here is just to prove that it can learn anything we tell it, no matter how obscure it is. We've also slipped in one more tiny little fact into its knowledge base. Harry's best friend is Rohan. So, this is it, the moment of truth. Let's ask our brand new bot a question that it could only possibly answer if it actually learned from the specific text we just gave it. And boom, there it is. The bot immediately shoots back the correct answer from our custom text. This is so cool because it just brilliantly shows the core power here. It has instantly learned and can now pull up specific facts we gave it. Yeah, it's a simple test, but it proves the whole concept is working.
All right, that was level 1, simple test, and it passed. But now, let's really level this thing up. We're going to give our bot a much bigger brain by teaching it how to read and understand an entire live website. First, let's do a quick baseline check. We ask the bot, who is the producer of Joanne? And yep, just as we'd expect, it comes back with no valid answer found. It has no idea, right? Because that information wasn't in those little text snippets we gave it a minute ago. Now watch how ridiculously easy this next part is. We go back to our knowledge base, but this time, instead of text, we're going to add a new source from URL. We just paste in the link to a news article from ndtv.com about the movie. And that's it. BotPress automatically goes to that page, reads everything, and gets it all ready for our bot to use. So now, let's ask the exact same question again. Who is the producer of Joanne? And this time, bingo! It instantly replies with the correct answer, which you can see right here. It pulled that information directly from the website we gave it. Now that is a huge leap forward from just knowing about watermelons.
Okay, this is where things get really clever. What happens if a user asks a question that isn't in our custom data? We don't want the bot to just say, I don't know. So what we're going to do is teach it to fall back on a general AI, kind of like the one that powers ChatGPT, as a backup brain. So to make this all work, we use this little command right here. Now I know it might look like technical code, but don't let it scare you. Honestly, just think of it as a simple light switch. It just checks one thing. Did our bot find an answer in its own custom knowledge? If it did, the switch is true. If it didn't, the switch is false. That's literally all it is. We use that simple true-false switch to create this really smart logic flow. So a user asks a question. The bot always checks your special knowledge base first. Then it hits our little logic check. Did it find an answer? If the answer is no, then it sends the question over to the general AI. But if the answer is yes, it just replies directly using its own knowledge. This makes sure your custom, trusted info is always the top priority. Okay, all the logic is set up. Everything's in place. Let's publish our bot and see this intelligent assistant in action, handling a couple of different kinds of questions.
First up, a question that we know should be in our custom data. The user asks,
Who is the director of Jawan? And perfect. The bot correctly replies with Atli, using the knowledge it got from that Andy TV article.
But this is the real test. What happens next? The user asks a huge general question. How did planet Earth come into existence? Now, obviously, that's not in the movie article. But instead of failing, our bot seamlessly hands the question over to the general AI and gives a full, detailed answer. Our fallback logic works perfectly. It's awesome. So let's just pause for a second. What we've just built here is so much more than a fun little project. Understanding how to do this is a genuinely valuable skill, and it's one that you can absolutely turn into a source of income. I mean, just think about it. Every single business has its own unique data. You could build an internal bot to answer employee questions about company policies, a 24/7 customer support agent for a website, a bot that analyzes complex business documents for insights, or heck, even one that answers questions about a local shop's inventory. The uses for businesses, both big and small, are pretty much endless. This means the opportunity for you, as someone who now understands how this is all put together, is massive. Creating custom AI assistants for businesses is a super in-demand skill. Right now, the sky really is the limit.
So that really just leaves us with one final question to think about. Your business has data. Your website has content. What is the first custom AI that you are going to build?
You can actually try this platform for free and get started on that idea today. I've put the link down in the description for you. If you found this explainer helpful, please give it a share. And hey, if you build something cool with this knowledge, let us all know in the comments. We would love to see it. Thanks so much for watching.